It's a global networking association. And GIITPRO aims to bring professionals in all fields of hardware and software together for their career and personal development while contributing back to the IT profession and community. GIITPRO aspires to represent the interests of Indian professionals in the policies and issues related to information technology. GIITPRO started as IT professionals of Indian origin, that is ITPIO, almost a year back, had events held almost every alternate month since its inception. Friends, I would like to invite the founder of GIITPRO, Mr. Khanderao Kant, to share with us the progress of GIITPRO. Mr. Khanderao works as principal architect at Oracle. He also participates in various standards, writes in technical magazines, and is co-authoring a book. Mr. Khanderao is a social activist for a very long time. He led various programs, including very big events in Bay Area, which was attended by more than 10,000 people, and exhibitions that were seen by more than 75,000 people across the USA. So I welcome Mr. Khanderao.
Good evening and welcome to all of you. As mentioned earlier, that we started a year back as IT professionals of Indian origin, and so it was a need that many of us felt that there are many organizations for many specific things, whether in the marketing, those are the areas, and finally what we would like to do is the serving aspect, and that we haven't started. Very soon we'll see some activities around that. Some of the events, just like I mentioned, that a few of the topics that we had arranged, and we had a lecture on last year when the economy was very bad. We had Sanjeev Goyalji who came over here, and he gave excellent guidance on how to find jobs and how to win jobs. Similarly, as you know, that there were a lot of immigration issues right now. On that background, we had organized lectures by Kalpana and Inderpreet. They are very prominent lawyers in Bay Area. So similarly, as you can see, that various topics and various relevant topics to the IT professionals we could arrange this year. I would like to invite Nitin Shroff, who is our chapter coordinator. He can give us some glimpse of the upcoming events. And
I'm a product manager at Avaya. So very quickly, going through some of the future events. As Khanderao mentioned, 15th August is a very, very important day for us. That is actually the launch of, it used to be ITPIO, and now we call it, we rebranded it as Global Indian Technology Professionals, GIITPRO. So 15th August is very, very important. So the idea here is in this slide, what we want to do is we want to sort of give you an idea of what is happening and mark your calendars, please. So two things coming up, 17th July and 15th August, and please mark your calendars for that.
Dr. Swamy is globally recognized for his continued key contribution in the field of economics and beyond. He jointly co-authored with path-breaking study called as Index Number Theory with a Nobel laureate and his guru, Dr. Paul Samuelson. Political career of Dr. Swamy has been full of courage, commitment, and actions towards futuristic and better India. He has served as Member of Parliament 5 times from different places. He has held key cabinet positions in the Union government twice. Now, relating to today's topic, Dr. Swamy is a well-experienced and recognized scholar on Indo-China relationships and more international topics. He has received scholarly acclamations for his prolific writings. He played an instrumental role in normalizing Indo-China relationships during 1978-1985. He is also credited for getting Kailash Mansarovar Yatra started. Dr. Swamy has visited China more than 8 times, and maybe some of you may not know, he can speak Mandarin Chinese also. Dr. Swamy. Now when it comes to future of India and really the global future, Dr. Swamy is an exemplary patriot, rarest source of great knowledge and rarest source of great inspiration for thousands and thousands of people like you and me. Without further ado, I humbly invite Dr. Subramanian Swamy to please guide us.
Speak to you about first the comparative analysis of the economies in the two countries, and then I will go on to speak about the possibilities that open up for Indian scientists, particularly IT people. First of all, I'd like to say something about the background of the two countries, which I think need to be kept in perspective, because this would be helpful for me to discuss where India and China may compete and where India and China may cooperate. China and India are no ordinary countries, not only because of their size, they're large size countries. They are the only two billionaire population countries. Both of them have populations above 1 billion. The third country is America, which is way down, 350 million or so. And what is significant about these two countries is that they were considered developed countries by then prevailing contemporary standards till about 250 years ago. India and China's share in the world GDP, right from the year 1000, for which some kind of estimation is possible, right from 1000 AD all the way up till about 1750, at in excess of 50% of the world GDP. And the population was about 40%. Today, the percentage has come down to 15%, but in 1947, 47, India became independent. China had a revolution, communist revolution. In 1949, a new People's Republic was founded. And around this period, say around 1950, the combined share of the two countries was just 7%. So from 50%, it had declined. There's no two countries, or not a single country anywhere in the world which has this kind of history. There are countries which were underdeveloped and became developed, like Europe and the United States. And there are countries which are developing today, like countries of East Asia and Africa. But India and China are the only two countries which were developed once upon a time by then contemporary standards, and then became poor because of a variety of special reasons such as imperialism, and now are in the process of growing, and the two countries are growing at the rate, leaving aside the last year, at the rate of about in excess of 8.5%. Of course, it's very difficult to compare India and China economically unless you're an insider, which means you must know how data is produced in China. India has a long tradition in producing data, statistical data. Our first census took place in 1871, and every 10 years we have held a census. But China's first census ever in its history was held in 1982. And they don't have the tradition of collecting statistics as we do. But more importantly, the Chinese concepts are different from the international concepts. For example, food grains. Every country weighs food grains after the paddy husk is taken away. But China is the only country which weighs food grains by including rice as paddy.